I'm having lunch with the penne pasta. Now, I had thought I vlogged this before, but I didn't. And what that is actually the getting the boarding group here at Plaza Inn. All right, we are now in line, WEBSlingers, and how does it? It's like something like this. And it's a repulsor cannon, and supposedly it's supposed to sync up with the ride. I don't know how, but we'll see how it works today. You got it too?
Yeah, I got the Armband one.
I only got it for the color. I didn't realize until it's too late. I'm like, oh, that's Pepper Pot. Yeah.
Have you done this ride already?
I have many times, but I've never done it with this.
Yeah, I've only done the ride with this, but it's a lot of fun.
You've already.
Yeah.
So am I wearing it right?
You're wearing it the right way. So what you do is like you see that little symbol right there on your on switch. So right before the ride begins, you can flick it onto the WEBSlinger logo. Not necessarily, it's just something added.
So when you're firing, how are you firing it with?
Just fire, just stick out your hand.
Just stick it out?
You don't have to do any special movement. This thing will be tracked on the ride. So
okay.
All you gotta do is just kind of do it like you would any shooter, and this thing will work.
It's gonna be interesting filming it because I actually use my phone anytime we get footage from this ride. The fine folks at Flipstick found them on an episode of. I mean, we did a review of them already, but they've been very helpful when that product has been very helpful whenever it comes to recording footage for this ride. But it's only my POV. You have never seen the POV of the screens itself. So I feel like you have to flick it though, because like this feels like some sort of a trigger.
When you have it on this function, it's automatically on. So you don't have to do anything special. Just do like you were.
Okay.
Motion tracking. I'm still signing individualized code profiles. What's calibrating?
Scanning for power.
Is there Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, please sit back and enjoy your ride.
Alright. Let's see what.
Little help here! I'm glad to see you guys.
Oh! Already my average is around 135,000, 170,400, then 35,000 more.
Stop this!
We did it! I can't believe the chain reaction thing worked! You guys were amazing!
I'm very impressed, Spider-Man.
236,100.
That was also your idea.
How much
236,100.
210,000.
That's 100.
What?
How did you get so many points?
We use the repulsors.
Oh, well, where do you get that?
You buy them at the
What?
WEBSlinger store.
236,100. That's 100,000 more than my daily average. Did okay, 177,000 final score. On here on Boarding Group Chronicles.
Please collect your bits and
This is pretty good.
as you exit the vehicle. See you later.
So the final verdict on the WEBSlingers thingy, it really does help your score. As I mentioned, 100,000 more points than what I would normally have at the end of a round. It does take a little bit of time to get used to it, just a little bit, because it's it's this huge mass on your arm. Also, you can like tighten it or loosen it so that to whichever your comfort level is. This is with the Repulsor edition, so it's $29.99 base, because you'll have to buy the base first before you can get the Repulsor edition. They also have a traditional Spider-Man web shooter, but I chose the Repulsor because that thing looked awesome. Unfortunately, I didn't realize I picked out the Pepper Potts color, but hey, it's blue and gold. Those are my high school colors. But yeah, I'm still thinking, is it really worth it? Like right now, with this ride being set up as a boarding group only ride, I wouldn't say it's worth getting it just yet, but when/if they decide to drop boarding groups for WEBSlingers, that should be the day that it all becomes worth it, because $30 plus $25, that's $55. It's significantly cheaper than a Savi's lightsaber, significantly cheaper than a droid, like the Droid Depot over in Galaxy's Edge, because this is like, I'm comparing this land directly to Galaxy's Edge. I feel like that's completely unfair, but it would be the closest thing. This is a game, and so not many games. Actually, I think this is just the first game that has some sort of like a DLC type thing, which makes it a little bit, you got to really think about, is it really, is the points really worth, I mean, 100,000 point difference, is that worth getting it? Overall, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 on how much it helps you in game, and it's a little bit confusing because the animation is still there. The repulsor shows as it's blasted, but you also have a free hand in your left hand. I have it on my right arm. If you have it on your right arm, then you also have that free hand. So I was always trying to shoot every single time, forgetting that I had my left hand, and that also registered as a repulsor blast. So I'm not sure at all how it really works, because it's just too complex. But once I figure it out, I mean, I'm sure there's YouTube videos already on it. I was very hesitant to get it day one. I think Freddie might have bought, Freddie from Imagine Tomorrow, he might have gotten the web shooter, or the armband attachment. That's what it is. The armband attachment, because that's what gives you the boost, and then the repulsor or the web shooter adds an even bigger boost to that. So if you know how to get your boarding groups either in the morning or at 12 noon, I'd say definitely get it. In reality, I've only missed like 2 or 3 WEBSlingers boarding groups because they would just run out. Like that was like first week when it opened that I wasn't able to get it, but there was also an option for standby at that time, so it still could have been worth it. I think there's just going to be a better place to spend your $50. So depending on how you see this ride, it depends on how much you're willing to pay to win. And that, yeah, that's that. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining us here on part 2 for this week's episodes of the Boarding Group Chronicles. We will see you guys next week for our final 2 episodes of the season. We might do another week of it because we're coming in with friends on the 19th, but I also just want to relax and relax and relax. So